Good morning, day...
What day is it?
4? I don't know. Going to Stonehenge for real today, maybe. Beautiful day to be outside doing outside activities. Right?
Well, Stonehenge is an hour away.
Oh, yeah.
So it may be better.
We'll see. It changes all the time. Very gloomy. Out at Victoria Station. Lost again. Gotta find the bus. It's raining. And a bunch of fellow travelers, and they know where to go, so we're following them. Almost got hit by a bus. We found it. The bus station. A lot of people. Sitting on the bus. Nice bus. Smells brand new. Leg room. The outside.
Ricardo's taking us. Well, it's quite quiet, isn't it, today, Ricardo? He's going. So he knows he's in for a bad day. If you look, anyone been to Buckingham Palace? Yes. And through Hyde Park, and then it went on from there, from here rather, to Windsor Castle, where Her Majesty is now laid to rest. If you continue looking to your right, you'll see a gold building. Can you see that gold building on the end there, just to the right? That's Apsley House. I point that out now because the stone, that gold colour, is what you'll see in Bath this afternoon. The whole of the city is that colour. Bath stone. Or look to the right. Can you see this lovely building? This is the Brompton Oratory. This is a lovely Roman Catholic church. Alfred Hitchcock was married there. Yeah, Alfred Hitchcock. And we're now in the museum area of London. This is South Kensington. South. I'm from South London, by the way. South London. Michael Caine is more east. So this is the first of the museums down here, South Kensington. This is the V&A, as we refer to it, the Victoria and Albert Museum. It's idea of the Great Exhibition, which happened in the 1800s, and it happened in Hyde Park. There were exhibits from all over the world put into this glass structure in Hyde Park called the Crystal Palace, and he was a real patron of the arts, was Prince Albert. He was, of course, I would love to be able to guide 55 people around Stonehenge, but it really isn't practical. But I will give you a lot of information in a minute. We actually do, changed all of that. It's been like this now for about 10 years. So basically you get onto a shuttle bus, go up, they run every few minutes there and back. Just see there on the right, you see that mound, that little hill? Well, it's not even that. Now you'll see many of those all around Stonehenge. Those are Bronze Age burial mounds. I remember we used to sit on these stones. Yeah, we've sat on them. Yeah. Look at this, there we are. So the wonderful Stonehenge. Now it's bigger. Now that is Stone Age, that one there. Not Bronze Age. Obviously Bronze Age later than Stone Age. But that one would have been more of a mass burial area rather than these smaller ones, which would have been, you know, one individual buried themselves. So yeah, it's amazing. It's just incredible.
It's our bus. Looking for a shuttle to go to Stonehenge, but we made it. It's nice outside. It's very windy. Clouds look cool.
Very chilly.
And a lot of people here. But yeah, that's the restroom, and it took what, an hour to get here from London.
It's an easy ride.
Easy ride. In a brand new bus. Brand new bus.
First ride ever.
First ride ever. Alright, I'm going to the bathroom, so bye. The shuttle bus.
expand out.
Quick snack here. It's a biscuit. A scone. And our crisps. Chips.
You may drink.
I want a drink. God, it's so quiet in here.
Can you imagine coming in here after a long day of pulling 4 tons of bricks and rocks?
Mm-hmm. This little kid trying to pull it. Failing. Wrapping it up here. It's pretty cool. It's windy, it's chilly, but other than that, pretty good time. They don't call it bathrooms out here, they say toilet. So, little gee whiz there for you. The dog losing his mind over here. And there's a lot of people here. And they said during the summer solstice and the winter solstice, not the winter, the summer, when you can see the sun at a specific angle, it's like 10,000 people at this place. It's ridiculous. And yeah, we're off to a bath next. Bye.
There's been lots of talk about that busy road that goes past it, and there was they were trying to think about putting it into a tunnel to go, so it literally would return Stonehenge back to almost its natural surroundings. There is a worry that might villages. This first one is the closest to Stonehenge. This is Shrewton, and in this country, to qualify as a village, there need to be 3 things. And those 3 things are a post office, a church, and a pub. Yes, and a coffee shop, of course. Now we don't see either of those here, certainly the church or the pub, but we do later on in the next village we go through. But in this one, is a really, there were yesterday.
Yeah, there's some.
You might see, yeah, there they are, the little lambs. Oh look!
Oh, the baby.
Oh. And right next door to the sheep are the pigs. Organic piggies. Look out for the piglets. Sometimes they are around those houses they live in. You know what we call those? Pigs. A long time ago. There was an unusual easterly wind blowing, quite strong, and fanned the flames for well over 10 days, destroyed the whole of the city of London. But because it obviously thatched, in fact, this year is the 70th anniversary this year. June the 6th, 19th, church. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we can just see it there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you look to your right, there's the lovely Norman church. There it is. Thank you, Ricardo. What a boy. But a lot of people just go straight round there. Lion. Red lion. In England, that is. Some of the things. Of course, meals. And of course you could have a Cornish pasty. Now, you may have seen these down at the visitor centre, Cornish pasties. They're quite. The name, obviously Cornish, Cornwall, down in the West Country, is where it sort of derived. We used to have tin mines in that part of the country, but I know we have got a few along this little stretch. What's the saying? Yeah, what's it all about? Tea? Afternoon tea, yes. Oh yeah, the Mad Hatter's Tea Party it's called. Tea shops around the city, and you know, some of this is, I know I'm going to take you on a little walk, but a lot of it is also, you know, self-exploring and, you know, discovery. It always has done, and it doesn't happen anywhere else in the country. So the city is surrounded by a set of hills called the Mendip Hills, and rainwater that's fallen on those hills over hundreds of thousands of years makes its way deep into the earth. Quintessential English countryside. We'll see them around, and well, we know what seagulls do. Yeah. And if it's an open bath, yes. I won't go into more detail. Left here, the Romans, so they were here for around 400 years in this country. When they left this country, the Roman baths fell into decline. Yeah, a lot of rain to get that green. Yeah. So the Georgians reopened the baths and put them back into use, essentially. And yeah, sledgehammer. The canal, looking, oh, it's swollen there. Canals, of course, were very important before the railways. They were the way of getting goods around the country, supplies and materials. But the rail.
Hey, Clive.
So we're not far away.
Clive.
So, hello.
Any flavors that you recommend? Flavors of ice cream that you recommend?
Flavors.
On the other side. And likewise, if you were on that side, you looking this way, you'd see the similar type of thing. Look, again, you can just see it through the trees there, or through the trees. Look at that! Look at that! There's a new development here, so it's slightly in the way now. But again, you can see this gold colour even in this, and also the Abbey. Now, I recommend highly a quick visit into the Abbey. You'll see that when we arrive. You'll see why. It's known as the Lantern of the West because of the natural daylight that floods it for 3, 2, 2.5, 1. There we are. There's the Pulteney Bridge. Pulteney Bridge. Very unique, based on the Ponte Vecchio in Florence. Straight lines. Very innovative for its time. We're coming up to a roundabout. Here comes one of the uni buses. So look over to the right. You can see the Abbey just in the distance. Here we go. We will be round there very soon. Here we go. Thanks, Ricardo. And look at that grey sign there. It does say Jane Austen lived here, but you can barely see it from here. So number 4 is where she lived. To the left, you'll see this little shops, artisan shops. There are actually, there's a Cornish pasty shop there as well. To Bog Island is directly ahead of us. So if you see the two pubs, they're next to each other virtually. The Huntsman, the Ale House.
Right, off the bus in Bath. Our tour guide is going to give us a tour, so we'll do that and look for something to eat, and then we'll go back. below, out of nowhere. They love a bookstore out here. Jane Austen lived down the street. Check that out. That's a real person. You got a Lush, get some bath bombs. These are little dachshunds, maybe?
I can't resist so, remember I was talking about the spring?
Down Quiet Street. The guy was saying most people couldn't read back when, but his pub started like 1,000 years ago and people couldn't read. So they would draw a picture of what it was instead of writing out what it was. So they draw a picture of the raven. Oh, you're fine. And then you go to the raven. Pretty cool, huh? Going up a big hill now. Just fell. Oh, that's quick. The Charlotte light right there.
We'll walk into something, we'll look like I am, just tell me who I am. Air Act in this country. So, you know, that's why people don't burn coal. Certainly in towns and cities, it's illegal to do that. Joe, you remember? No, it's she makes it available.
Sorry. This is a Georgian garden.
We might be talking the same thing, but here when we think of an apartment, we think of a flat. So where a house is being split. This was more.
This is called the Circus. I just learned from the tour guide not to be confused with the Royal Circus, wherever that is. Inspired by Stonehenge. It's a perfect circle.
And then this street here, Rock Street, down to the Christmas.
Downhill. Just following the crowd back because I don't know how to get back. Usually when I'm lost, I just go back the exact opposite way I came, but it's just a bit silly to do that. Downhill. All those chimneys are individual chimneys inside these buildings, by the way. They never show all this walking on your travel videos either. That's all you do out here. Walk. But I like walking.
To the golf center.
Looking for pizza. Pizza or a pasty, whatever's first. Probably pizza.
There's a pastry.
There's Jack's.
Bakery, is that? I'm pretty sure that's where you said those are.
We'll see what they look like. Yeah, brownie. Yum yum. And a cookies and cream ice cream cone made with clotted cream. Clotted cream. And this is an Eton mess. Eton mess.
Oh, yours looks really good.
Oh, thank you. Mine is really good.
Cool. But somehow I sort of get to a point in the day where I sort of recognise people. I don't.
Inside the bathhouse now. New performer. This is the drain. Bad lighting. Popped out of the baths and no idea where we are, always lost. We tasted the water. It wasn't bad.
It was warm.
It was warm, almost hot.
We still have an hour and 15 minutes.
But we got an hour and 15 minutes to kill. Big seagull. Wrapping it up here, getting on the bus soon. Snuck into this place called The Architect to use the toilet. They call it a toilet here, not the restroom, not the bathroom, the toilet. Well, yeah, that's it. Sweet little town. There's our bus, brand new. I'm not gonna film on the way back. I'm gonna try to nap. We'll see you in London.
But now ahead of us, the distant hills of Wales. It's a bit murky, not quite as clear as I would have hoped, but there we go. And there's more sheep. Sheep. I don't know about you. Stone wall. Exactly as the name suggests. So there is no cement or mortar holding the wall up. It's just literally how...
Stop for a little break, stretch our legs, use the facilities. I'm gonna get a snack. It's the inside. That's what we got.
Round Tower, which is what it's called. It's called the Round Tower. So it dates back to 1080.
Alright, finished our tour. 5 hours on that bus. 300 miles, question mark kilometers. They don't use kilometers out here, I noticed. Their speed limit signs are in miles. The distance is in miles. It's weird. Now we gotta look for something to eat. Popped out of the tube at the tower exit. And now we're off for Indian food. I walked past this place yesterday and decided I wanted to go today. So we're going. I'm so bad at this. I forgot to film before we tore into it.
Yeah, the chicken tiki masala. So good.
This is the lamb biryani vegetable curry. Yummers. Alright. There's the damage for the day. Here's what we did. Here's what we ate. That's this little snack I got. And this is a little thing of milk I got. I think it's 1%. I hope it's 1% because I don't like I don't like skim, and I really don't like whole. But yeah, anyway, see you tomorrow.